Growing up, I was in foster care. I was in shelters, foster homes, group homes. They never put me in an actual school. I was in like the psychiatric hospitals. They would have schooling there. So I wasn't ever in public school. So yeah.
So today we are here in Garden Grove, California with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you originally from Garden Grove?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Oklahoma, but I moved out here in California when I was 19, and I'm 25 now.
And what's your current living situation?
Homeless. It sucks.
How long have you been homeless?
Like 3 years now.
And what's the situation that led to being homeless?
Well, me and my baby daddy fighting, and our baby got taken, and we ended up breaking up, and he just threw me on the streets. And I don't know my real family. I was in CPS in Oklahoma. I grew up in CPS from 13 till 18, and when I turned 18, they just threw me in a Salvation Army in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I've been on my own since I was 18.
Wow.
Technically, but when I came out here to California, I met a guy, and he ended up being my baby daddy, and then that was an abusive relationship, and I was using drugs, and I got my baby. Well, I got sober at the end, and but I got my baby taken over a false report. They didn't investigate the situation, and they had told me that I was an unfit mother for being in CPS custody myself. So they made it adoption, like where I can't have no legal contact. There's no way of me getting my son back or nothing like that. And then I have another kid that's in CPS. So I'm dealing with, and then being in the streets, I'm dealing with postpartum depression, anger issues. Like sometimes I think about suicide, but I don't take it to that note because that's not a way out, you know?
Wow, sorry to hear about all that, Elizabeth. Must be
No, it's okay.
difficult, my goodness. And
You can feel for me, just don't feel sorry for me.
yeah.
I always tell people that.
So how long have you been with that guy that you were out here arguing with?
3 years.
Is he one of the baby daddies?
No.
No.
Hell no. Just a boyfriend that I ended up getting on probation because of. I ended up receiving stolen property. I'm on probation, but I had no fingerprints on the steering wheel, and they gave me receiving stolen property and 1 year of informal probation. That was the passenger. They put me in jail for 41 days.
Wow.
Which does not make sense to me. And they didn't catch him, so I don't know. I don't know what happened with that situation, but yeah, it just doesn't add up. So, but yeah.
And how do you earn money out here to survive?
I don't earn money. I have EBT. I get EBT, but a lot of people steal out here. People are grimy, and a lot of people take stuff. Mostly when I fall asleep, which I don't sleep much. So when I do fall asleep, I'm like really, really in a deep sleep. So I really don't wake up to anything, you know. So people can do anything or steal any of my shit at any moment, you know. But it doesn't make me afraid or nothing like that, you know.
So are drugs currently a part of your life?
Yeah.
And what's your drug of
Unfortunately,
choice?
I love marijuana, but I also do meth. And I drink alcohol sometimes.
Have you ever had like a typical job, like a 9 to 5 before?
I've only had one job in my life. That, like I said, well, that was because growing up, I was in foster care. I was in shelters, foster homes, group homes. They never put me in an actual school. I was in like the psychiatric hospitals. They would have schooling there. So I wasn't ever in public school. So yeah.
So there's mental health issues?
A lot. But like when people like for instance, like when I go to the hospital, or like when I went to the social services to get my EBT, they asked me, is there mental health issues? I do have mental health issues. Do I know if they're what do you call it? If like a doctor has
Treatable?
No, has verified that I have those mental conditions.
Oh, so diagnosed?
Yeah, but well, I mean, I've never had a doctor diagnose. Well, in mental hospitals, I've had them diagnose me with mental disorders, but because I don't have a physical diagnosis, it makes everything difficult. Plus, I can't get my ID. I can't get a job out here. I don't have my birth certificate because I'm from Oklahoma. I don't have my ID from Oklahoma, so I can't get a ID out here without my birth certificate or my social security card. I know my social. I've been arrested. The social services have given me like 3 or 4 yellow papers to get an ID, and I went in each time, and they still deny me to get my ID. So that's what's holding me back from, like, I want a future. I want my own shit.
Yeah.
I haven't ever had really anything that I could actually call my own, you know,
Right.
and could keep. But if I could get the shit done that I need to get done in order to get to getting a job, and you know,
Right, yeah.
then
It's
I
a lot
would.
of steps.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of steps.
But it also takes sobriety, because you can't be high and working either, you know. And now I have a problem with marijuana mostly, but I have a problem with meth too, because I use meth to make, I guess, me feel like emotionally numb.
I'm sure it's very dangerous out here. Luckily you have your boyfriend, but he looked pretty dangerous himself.
Oh, he's not too dangerous.
No?
No.
Was he throwing the phone in the street?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's tripping.
Yeah, that's not that that's dangerous, but that's kind of like
No, it's because he's been drinking, and I told him, I said, you're not drinking ever again, not around me. So, but yeah.
Anything crazy happened to you out here?
Me? Yeah, actually, not too long ago. You can't really see the wound because I have my leggings on, but
Oh yeah, you can see it a little bit.
you see that?
See that?
That's a guy. He was really, really, really drunk. I don't even know who he was. I was at the Midway Park, and he was just talking a lot of shit, gangster shit, which I don't gang bang. I don't do none of that shit. But I was just one of his targets. He was mad, and I was the one that he wanted to get out on. So he took a Grey Goose bottle and hit the bottle once on my thigh, and the bottle shattered and busted my thigh open.
Wow.
I didn't go to the hospital though.
My God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is rough out here, but it doesn't make me vulnerable or weak, you know?
Yeah. It's pretty
No, I don't have a lot of friends because, well, first of all, because you can't trust anybody these days. And then a lot of people are like, you're rude, you're a bitch, or whatever. Sorry for my language, but like they tell me how rude I am, or it's okay to trust me, or you don't have to be so rude to everybody. Let some people in. Or it's like, you don't know what I've been through, you know. And then I don't have to trust who I don't want to hang out with, and who I want to trust. I don't have to. I have to respect him. You know, but as long as I get respect back. But yeah.
And so I was going to ask you if the cops give you a hard time out here, but I saw that security guard, you guys having a fight with him. So the security guards give you a hard time out here?
No, not the security. The security guards are cool with me. They're cool with me. It's him.
Oh, so he's a worker at the store?
Who?
That guy that was screaming at you?
Yeah.
Oh, the worker at the store, okay.
Yeah, but I've never had problems with him. But I was getting upset because he was blocking you guys from doing your interview. He was standing in the middle of the parking space, just standing there, like what? That's so immature. Like, don't you have a job you should be doing? You're leaving your store unattended, which I don't know if there's another worker in there. There could be, but regardless, there's too many people to be going in and out of that store, and then you're just being immature, standing in a parking lot when you guys are actually trying to get something like accomplished, you know? If
Thanks
that's
for
how you
sticking up
call
for
it.
us.
No, for real. No, I'm serious. But yeah. But no, I do have bad anger issues.
So is there any way, I know CityNet comes out here every so often.
I don't talk to CityNet.
No, but they also, in addition to housing, they offer rehabilitation centers. I know a couple people who've actually gotten into the rehab. So maybe, do they offer that
I
to
do.
you?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
But I was in the Huntington Beach shelter, and it's horrible there. And it's like there's so many people that have overdosed on fentanyl in there, and it's like, well, I don't mean to get into detail, but I don't have a religious preference, but I don't like to be around stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's supposed to be a place for safety. Like, you're supposed to feel comfortable, and you just shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. If you know what I'm trying to get at,
Yeah.
without saying a whole lot.
Yeah. And if you could, like, if you had a dream job or something that you're qualified for,
A dream
what
job?
would you want to do?
Damn, that's hard. I love animals a lot. But I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Probably with something that has to do with animals, because I love animals a lot.
Very nice. So just to wrap it up, Elizabeth, do you by chance have any social media information like Facebook in case somebody wants to reach out to you, or a Cash App in case somebody wants to make a donation?
I don't have Cash App, but
I can give this to you if you do.
I had a Facebook. I don't think I have a Facebook at the moment. But I still get on my old Facebook.
Write that down.
Look me up under Elizabeth Jackson. Or Basil Brook.
Oh. Look who found his way back.
I know. All of a sudden. Sorry.
Baby, hey, you look good, baby. When I first saw her, the right lane, I pulled over on the red lane.
Hey.
I was like, shh.
There you go.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Angel Dela Cruz.
Angel.
He's a handful of trouble.
He looks like, well, when he was throwing the phone
He's
out
24.
in the street, I kind of knew that was, something was going on. Anyways, so are you okay if we use the video on our YouTube channel? Or the interview on our YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome, okay. So his name's Angel?
Yeah.
We're just gonna go over there and say hi to him, see what he has to say.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Ready, Bob?